Hey, and welcome to another episode of You Love Comic Books. This is episode 34 of a show that I do where I showcase comic book hauls, comic book speculations. I do reviews on some of my weekly pull list and stuff from my collection. I like to thank all my new subscribers. Again, if you find yourself watching this video, it's probably because you like comic book hauls, comic book speculations, comic book reviews, and just comic books in general. You love comic books, so why not subscribe? Smash that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a like. If there's anything you see in this video, you have any questions or you want to call out anything, leave a comment. I will respond. So yeah, and another quick thing is, in the captions and all my videos are links to my Instagram, You Love Comic Books, under the same name. Why not, if you're on Instagram, why not give it a follow? I post, recent stuff from the comic book haul on there, and I will post other comics and toys and stuff from my collection. Also, there's a link to my eBay where I'm selling toys and comics, trades, and other various items. So yeah, click on that if you're looking for anything. All right, let's get into this. So first thing first, I don't really have any reviews this week. So this is mostly a whole video. I got a gigantic stack. Look at this. Yeah, so I will try to go through this as quick as possible. So yeah, let's do this. She-Hulk number 4. I'm not buying the She-Hulk series. I only picked up issue 1. But I was at the store and it was like a late week, I think, to the point where nothing came out actually. And I saw this variant on the shelf, and it was cover priced. Some comic stores tend to up the price on certain variants, so I'm happy my LC, local comic store, is that the proper LCS? They tend not to jack up the prices on their variants, and I thought this was a really cool one. I don't RD. You can correct me in the comments. I'm not 100% sure the artist's name, but there's a whole series of these, and I just saw this one. I thought it looked awesome with She-Hulk on it. So with all the different variations, literally almost every variation of She-Hulk is on there. Twig number 3. I decided to add this to my pull list actually that day. I enjoy this book. It's a fun, cute book. It's kind of, it has some violence to it. The art's really well done. It's written by Scotty Young, art by Kyle Strom. We'll see where it goes. I'll pick up a couple more issues and, Spawn number 1 blank variant. In my last week's video, I showcased that I picked up one of these. My store held me one, and I was like, I'm going to get another one because I'm going to draw on these. I think these are going to be very desirable as sketch covers. I'm an artist, and I draw on certain sketch covers. The ones that are always successful for me, the ones that sell, is usually Star Wars, Spider-Man, Venom, Batman, and we'll see Spawn. I don't think Spawn, I'm trying to think, has Spawn had a blank variant? I know they've done some like blanks and stuff like that, but to have number 1, I mean, obviously it's a reprint, but all right, here we go. The store I go to also has a pretty good dollar bin that I always try to check out every time I'm there. Women of Marvel variant edition. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the artist, but this guy makes some really crazy stuff. I found this cover to be really awesome. It's normally a $6 book, so to get this for $1, and again, literally a cover buy, happy to have it. Here's another dollar bin book. Marauders 21 variant edition. Hamina Hamina. That's right. This is a very nice cover of Frost, the White Queen. So yeah, this was from last year, the Hellfire Gala or whatever. I don't know. I just remember seeing this image, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna pay for the variant edition price. I'm not buying the series, but a year goes by, I find this in a dollar bin. I'm gonna grab it. Speaking of other, this book had some this was another book I got in the dollar bin. This book had some like hype behind it. This character, the Summoner. I think this was the big X of Swords storyline from a year or two ago. And, I see it still go for like $10. Who knows? You know what? They had two of them. And since they're only $1 each and they're both in excellent condition, I figured I'd get them. You know what? Who knows? Who knows? This guy could be the next Apocalypse or the next, man, I can't even think of a cat. Unis? I don't know. No. you know, I can't think of a character that I don't remember from the X-Men. That's the point. So who knows? Maybe the Summoner will show up, become a big thing. Get them for $1 each. Not bad, right? Okay, whatever. Well, let's move on to the next start of the haul. Found this in a second-hand Charles. Defenders of Dynatron City #1. This was $2.95. It's in pretty good condition. This is a comic based on a really weird series from the very early 90s. Didn't last too long. I try to pick up anyone, if I see any of these like 80s, early 90s cartoon books for like a really reasonable price, I'm going to grab them. That includes like, your Ren and Stimpy's, Beavis and Buttheads, Defenders of Dynatron City. I think I'm happy with the #1. I'm not going to look for the rest of the series. I don't really care. Things I'm looking out for is like Earthworm Jim, stuff like that. So we'll see. Happy to have this. And again, it was under $3. So here's from a different store. He has a $2 bin. So I went through that. Riddler's Romance, The Question. I honestly don't know why I bought this. I think it's straight up cover by. There was some hype behind this recently. I don't know. Maybe I just had a brain fart. It was $2. It's still a fun cover. Riddler looks bizarre. Hitman #1 for $2. I never really got into this series. When it came out, there was a lot of hype behind it. I mean, this is like, man, I don't even know what to consider this. Mid-90s? Mid to late 90s. I mean, it's a $2.25. Books were probably like, it's April '96 on there. This character was pretty big for a minute. It's Garth Ennis. It was kind of like riding that hole when he was, I think he just started Preacher at this point. And I think he might have made that famous Punisher Kills Them All Universe book that had a lot of hype behind it. It's an interesting character. It's kind of like a Punisher, a little bit on the goofy side. I don't know if DC's ever done anything with this character again. But I figured it's a decent condition copy. It was only $2. It was in the $2 section. It has one little spine tick, but I mean, if they ever do anything with this character, spend $2 on this book. I'll probably have no problem, parting ways with it. Happy to have this one. This was in the $2 bin. Marvel Comics presents Excalibur 32. It's a Todd McFarlane cover. I always love, sometimes with the McFarlane, people want those newsstands, but what I love about McFarlane books is that he always drew in the boxes. So you get like some bonus art, with the newsstand. You don't get that. And the cool thing about the older Marvel Comics presents, well, actually, I guess they always had, back covers. He also drew. So here's the front. And then here's the back. Got the classic Todd McFarlane faces on there. And look, oh my God, is that a preview of Spawn? Is this considered the first Spawn? Nah, it's Black Panther. And the interior has some really good Eric Larson art, actually, which has some like Arthur Adams vibes to it. So happy to have this one. And again, to get a McFarlane cover for just $2. It's in decent condition. I wouldn't say it's not anything like a 9.8, but I mean, I wouldn't grade this book. Happy to have it. Okay, these were 3. There's some hype behind this character. I don't want to spoil anything, so if you saw any good movies recently, you'll know why I have this here. So this was the second miniseries. These were $3 each. They're all in awesome condition. He had Hercules had a first miniseries. This book was picking up a lot this week. This was in like a lot of top tens and stuff. I don't know if it's gonna hold any value or whatever. This is like I would say this is like a VF copy, maybe like a fine plus, not exactly VF. It's a newsstand. Wow, you know. I mean, it's from 81 or 82, 60 cents book. Happy to have this. This one was $5, and then this one was $5. The store did not have 2 and 3, which is fine. I just figured the Galactus cover, anything with Galactus on a cover is always a good buy. You know, everyone thinks Galactus is coming to the MCU, and he's an awesome character anyway. So we'll see what happens. So got sucked into the hype on that, but you know, they were reasonably cheap. Maybe I would have preferred to spend less on those books, but happy to have them. This one was $30. Thor 183. It's part 2, I think, of the 2-part Doctor Doom storyline. This book has picked up a lot. I think anything with Doom from the Silver Age. This is still technically the Silver Age, 15 cents, and has Doctor Doom on the cover. You know, the whole theory is Doctor Doom is coming to the MCU. Obviously, he's a Fantastic Four villain, but I think they will make him more like an MCU, MCU wide villain. We'll see. Happy to have this. This is like a fine plus copy. I got it for a decent price. I think we're getting all these other books for like pretty cheap, and I saw that one there, and I just couldn't. I was like, I'm just gonna grab it. 182, I think, goes for a little more. We'll see. I'm like, are these cracks in the cover, or is that the art? It's the art. Ooh, okay, good. So that means it's in better condition than I thought. Okay, I was at this other store today, and this is where I got a bunch of stuff today. They have like a 50% off box in the front. So this one was marked as $2, but it was really only $1. Again, Fish Police #1. This book, I just like with the Adventures in Dinatron City. This cartoon, if anyone remembers this was like CBS's pathetic attempt at like trying to get their own Simpsons. Yeah, that's what America wants. Fish Police. I think it was like John Ritter was the I remember I saw a couple of these episodes, and I just remember watching them being like, these are lame. Like, I think there was like another one like DC Rats or DC Mice. I don't know. There was some real pathetic attempts. It was like the Simpsons just was what it was, and these pathetic attempts. But happy to have this. It was only $1. It's in really good condition. Any of these like old licensed property comics do have like, there's like a big like demand for a lot of them. I don't know if the Fish Police falls into that, but happy to have it. This one was $1. The Clandestine. This is the preview issue. I don't know why I bought this. I don't know. It was $1. I had a bunch of the books. I was like, it's in decent condition. Clandestine kind of showed up in the Marvel Girl series. Miss Marvel, sorry, not Marvel Girl. Miss Marvel series. I don't know. Happy to have it either way. It's a great Alan Davis cover. So, okay, these books were $3 each. New Mutants, $13. This is a pretty good book. This is the first Doug Ramsey. He merges with the character Warlock at some point. Happy to have it, and a great Kitty Pryde cover. This book was only $3, and this one tends to go for, I've seen this go for 20 every time I see it. This is, the first appearance of Sim. He was a big part of the Inferno storyline from the late 80s. But I guess the real key significance of this book is Magic joins the team. And she's like, the character Magic at this point. She's not, I think this is like right after the Magic miniseries that came out. It's in pretty decent condition, and it's a newsstand, so that's good. These are all newsstands. It's got like a little spine tick here, but again, this was a $3 book. I've seen it go in like not great condition, go for 20 every day at most comic stores. So happy to have that. This one was also 3. Happy to have this. This is the first or second preview of Legion. I think his full appearance, and I think he's on the cover, is 26. Happy to have it. It's an awesome Bill Sienkiewicz artwork and cover. The title, just what a huge transformation. I mean, I think like 2 issues after this series, which, it's good art and everything, but, I mean, Tom Mandrake did the cover of this. His later stuff's a little crazier looking. But in the interior, I think it's either like Sal Buscema or something. I could be wrong. It's just like so transformative, like the art, Bill Sienkiewicz. Like, this is, excuse me, post Moon Knight. His and those New Mutants, like the whole Demon Bear, the artwork's just nuts. All right, this one was 5. This book's kind of picked up for a bit. Peter Parker's Back to Spider-Man 97. This is the not the first Spot. That's 98. This is like the character that becomes Spots in this. Like I said, it's not a huge hit, but happy to have it. I do have the other issues, so happy to just grab this to kind of round out Spot's already been, even though it's been talked about for a long time, it's been officially revealed that he's like either the main villain of the first part of Into the Spider-Verse, or I don't know, he's the protagonist or whatever he is, plot device. He's the villain in it, and it's just cool to get this. This one was $5. This book, this book is The Zaniac Craves Blood. You may hate his name, but you'll never forget him. I think we all forgot him, because I don't think I ever seen the Zaniac in anything else. But the reason why this was in like a top 10 or something on like Tales on the Flip Side, or I think that might be the show on YouTube. It's like the top 10 show. Maybe it was on Comic Tom or whatever. I don't know. This one was only $4.99, just like the other one. And the other comic store where I got this Thor book, he had this book for 10, and it was in way worse condition. This book was listed. I changed the bag, but this book was listed as near mint. And they're right. This book is in really, really good condition. I don't know if this is like what we call dumb spec. Happy to have it either way. Early Thor, in really good condition. I'm not gonna complain. I like old Thor books anyway. This character, they're filming Loki 2, and there's a poster in the background with the Zaniac. The story of the Zaniac is he's an actor or something, and he becomes this bad guy. So I don't know if the Zaniac is going to be in Loki. We'll see. But again, just happy to have it. Happy I didn't spend more than this, and happy it's in really excellent condition. This one was 10. I had to grab this. This is in decent. This is like a VF copy, I would say. Captain America 173. Captain America and the Falcon, actually, side by side with the X-Men. Make way for Marvel Age of Comics. Phase 2. Whoa. I guess this was Phase 2. All right. In the death combat with Nick Fury and his hell-raising agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Get 'em, shoot to kill. Man, well, it's like the whole story's on this cover. Now, the reason why I bought this book was because the X-Men are in this. And this is like a weird time where the X-Men are not, they stopped printing the book. Like X-Men 66, I think is the last official issue, and I'm pretty sure that came out like, I could be wrong, like 1970 or maybe 69 or whatever. And it became just a reprint series. So a lot of these characters were in limbo at the time. So like Beast, they made him furry and turned him kind of into like a monster hero, and he had his own little quick line in like Amazing Adventures. I'm trying to get those. And then he eventually joined the Avengers. I think he's at the Avengers at this point. Iceman and Angel are going to end up in the Champions. So you got, this was the X-Men, but it's just Marvel Girl, Cyclops, and Professor X. It's just awesome because this is like literally a year before Giant Size X-Men comes out, and Wolverine gets introduced this year. Happy to have it. I'm trying to get all those like weird appearances of like the X-Men in between the last issue and Giant Size X-Men #1. That's like, I think it's like Marvel Team Up #4 is the one with the X-Men also. So happy to have this. Just a cool little find. Decent, $10 is I think a good price for this book and in the condition that it's in. Now this store where I got all these books I just showed you, I had this for only $10, which I was really happy to get. Captain America, $2.75. This book this is like, I would say like a fine, better than fine, VF. I would say this is a VF copy. I'm not like, I'm being serious. I looked at it. It's in really nice, solid condition. There's no dog ears, or they call them, weird creases. There's very minimal stuff, like really no spine ticks. It's in solid condition. This is the first appearance of the Baron Zemo that we know of, like in the movies and like Thunderbolts. This is where like I think this is considered the first official appearance of this version of Baron Zemo. This book picked up a lot when Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out. It was going for like 50, 60. I saw one store selling for 75. I mean, I don't know. On average, this book's like 30, $40, in really good condition. Happy to have this. I think to get this for 10 is a score. That character was very beloved in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Baron Zemo character. There's tons of memes on him. He's going to be back. He's going to be in the Thunderbolts probably. So happy to have this. I've been wanting to get this one for a while. I'm glad I held out. I didn't pay more. It was like one of those books I'm like, I'm going to find this. Awesome Mike Zeck cover and interior art. And yeah, get it for $10. Very happy. Okay, this was the last one I got in that store. This one was $14.99. Batman 426. Part 1 of Death in the Family. This is the infamous and famous Death of Robin storyline. This is a decent condition copy. It's got like one little spine tick here. And like maybe like one there, but like what they call them, like pressable defects or what they call them. Happy to have this. It's a newsstand. Look at that. It's a newsstand. Wow. As a collector, I'm just shocked I never got these. Like, I have a copy of like 427, I think, that looked like I got it when I was a kid. I feel like I paid too much back then, like $3 back in then when I was a kid, and this was around the time it came out, and it looked like someone ran over it. It's in caca condition. Happy to have this, so I don't know. I guess I'll, it's only 4 parts, so I'll try to knock these out as I see them, and just happy to finally get these. And at the price, I think $15 for this with a newsstand, the condition is a very good price on this book. So I got another one. This is from the last store I went to. I got another one of these. Spawn #1, cover price, so $2.99. And then I got this one there at the store. Avengers 78. This is the second appearance of M'Baku and the first appearance of the Lethal Legion. This is in very, very nice condition. It has like a little bit of stressing up here, but overall, for a book from 1970, it's got a little bit of a tick here, but it is like the colors are super bright. This is like a solid condition book. This was only 30. I've seen it go for like eBay, prices I think are down in general in certain books. Now this is the second appearance of M'Baku. There's rumors, I seriously doubt it though, but there's a new Black Panther movie coming out this year. One of the rumors was M'Baku was going to become Black Panther. I don't believe he will. It'll probably be Shuri. Or who knows, maybe they'll do something crazy and have like Killmonger. They'll resurrect him and make him Black Panther. Who knows? Happy to have this. I think I got this for a really good price, especially at this store. I feel like this store charges a lot for certain books. And I was shocked to find this one at the price that it was, in the condition that it was. It's interesting, like, so the next issue, it's on the cover with the Lethal Legion. I just don't, like, the thing about this character is he's a villain. I don't even know if in the comics he ever became, like, a good guy, but in the movie, in the first movie, he's kind of more like a rival in Baku. And then he becomes, like, an ally. And he's in Infinity War, and he's pretty much on the hero side, too. So he's not really a villain. So we'll see. Happy to have this. To get a 15-cent Avengers issue, a key issue, in really good condition at that price. Happy to have that. So yeah, I think this was a really, really solid haul. You know, I wasn't expecting to get all this stuff. You know, especially at the prices. You know, like, I mean, so yeah, happy to have these. You know, the Zaniac. You may hate his name, but you'll never forget him. Yeah. All right, sure. So on that note, you're going to see a previous episode here, a previous episode there, and a subscription. So hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, leave a comment, check out my Instagram and eBay, and thank you again, and have a good one. Bye.